Hi, this is Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp broadcaster Scott Kornberg. It's time to take a listen back to the week that was in the Miami Marlins organization in AAA Jacksonville, AA Pensacola, High A Beloit, and Low A Jupiter. First, in Jacksonville. It's been a really good week for the Jumbo Shrimp up in Gwinnett County, Georgia. They took the first 4 games of their series from the Gwinnett Stripers before finally succumbing to Gwinnett in a 3-1 defeat on Saturday. Nonetheless, Jacksonville is 10-1 this season against Gwinnett, outscoring them by a remarkable 47-18 margin. This week, the pitching has been absolutely superb. The Jumbo Shrimp bullpen over their last 6 games has worked 21 2/3 innings. They've allowed only 1 earned run. That's an ERA below 0.50. The starting pitching has been really good in this series as well. It's a 1.78 ERA in this set to the Stripers, including a sterling performance by Eury Perez on Tuesday. Perez struck out 4, only 1 hit allowed in 5 innings of work, and he capped that 5-inning outing by striking out the side. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss! 99-mile-per-hour fastball up and away, strike 3. Eury Perez strikes out the side to end the 5th inning, and in all likelihood cap a resounding rehab start today with 5 shutout frames. Perez figures to have 1 more rehab start potentially. It will be next week when Jacksonville returns home to take on the Durham Bulls in a 6-game set beginning on Tuesday. But first they wrap up the series today with the Stripers at 105 from Coolray Field in Lawrenceville, Georgia.
Hey everybody, this is Pensacola Blue Wahoos broadcaster Eric Bramer with an update on the Marlins AA club through the first 50 games of the Southern League season. Unfortunately, for the last 11 of those games, the Wahoos have not been having a whole lot of fun. It officially is the longest losing streak in team history, as the Wahoos lost their 11th in a row last night, 6-4 here in Montgomery at the hands of the Biscuits. Those 4 runs were actually a step forward, as the Wahoos in the first 10 games of their losing streak had scored only 15 runs in total. The Wahoos have had plenty of base runners on, it's just a matter of getting them in. And the Wahoos have struggled with men in scoring position. During this losing skid, they're just 9 for 81 with men in scoring position. If you're looking for bright spots, well, the Wahoos pitching has been pretty decent. An ERA as a team of 3.5 during this skid. That should get you some wins if you're scoring enough runs. On Wednesday night, Wahoos ace and top prospect Robbie Snelling achieved a personal milestone.
The lefty sets. And the 1-2 pitch. Levin swings and misses. Breaking ball got him. Robbie Snelling walks off the mound with 7 innings for the first time in his professional career.
The Wahoos this afternoon send Orlando Ortiz-Mayer to the mound, looking to avoid being swept in a 6-game series for the 2nd week in a row. It's a 3:33 Central Time first pitch, and then after that game, the Wahoos return home for a 6-game home series against the Braves affiliate Columbus Clingstones. We'll talk to you next week. This has been Eric Bramer with your Wahoos Update.
Well, after a really tough series loss against Quad Cities last week, the Beloit Skycarp have an opportunity to reverse it and win the series against the Lansing Lugnuts. The finale of this 6-game set is today at 12:30 p.m. Central. Beloit has won 3 of the last 5, and they're still sitting pretty well in the Midwest League West Division standings. Currently in 3rd place, 4 games out of 1st place Quad Cities, just 2.5 behind Cedar Rapids in 2nd place. But really this week, the defining moment was a huge win on May 29th, a 10-9 victory that saw the Skycarp fall behind early. They were blanked through the first 4 innings, but they rallied, scored 2 in the 5th, 2 in the 6th, 6 in the 7th, and even though it got a little shaky towards the end, the bullpen allowed 7 runs combined in the 8th and 9th inning. The Skycarp still won 10-9, 16 hits in the effort. Noble Meyer ended up getting the win, and this is a team that I would expect to do really well in the next coming weeks. They still have 2 of the top 5 prospects in the Marlins farm system, both of them pitchers, and next week they're going to take on a Fort Wayne team that has a run differential of -20. Really nice stuff coming out from Beloit right now. Still got some time, but in a couple of weeks, another showdown against Quad Cities on the road. That will likely be the defining series of the first half for Beloit. I'm Adam Glover, and this has been an update on the Beloit Skycarp.
With the Jupiter Hammerheads, I'm Ian Binky. The Hammerheads are 23-26, good for 2nd place in the FSL East Division. Jupiter had a season-high 4-game winning streak from Sunday through Thursday against the Daytona Tortugas. The highlight during this streak was an 11-10 win in 14 innings on Wednesday night. In a game that took 4 hours and 49 minutes to complete, the teams combined for 25 hits and 500 pitches, the most in a minor league game since 2022. Jupiter rallied for 3 runs in the bottom of the 8th inning on a 2-run single by Victor Ortega and an RBI hit by Jesus Hernandez to take the lead, but Daytona tied it in the 9th to force extras. The teams traded runs in the 10th and 11th innings before being held scoreless in the 12th and 13th. Right-hander Chase Santala served as the stopper for Jupiter, as he did not allow a run in the first 2 innings of work before he let the inherited runner to score in the 13th. Jupiter tied the game in the 14th with an RBI single by Abraham Ramirez before Cam Clayton sent everyone home with a walk-off double to center field. Jupiter has remained aggressive this week on the base path as they still lead the FSL with 113 stolen bases. Next week, Jupiter returns home for 6 games against the Tampa Tarpons. For the Jupiter Hammerheads, I'm Ian Binky.
Thanks to Eric Bramer, Matt Davis, Adam Glover, Brennan Erlinson, and Ian Binky. I'm Scott Kornberg with AAA Jacksonville. This has been the Miami Marlins Minor League Report.